part 2 of our PlanGrid tutorials. On the first episode, we got our documents downloaded to our desktop. We uploaded the documents to PlanGrid, the servers. We got our attachments uploaded to the servers. We started a project, so now we're going to go into the PlanGrid and setting it up on the servers. The most time-intensive thing. Once you get all that done, it's really easy to use. So if you notice, I have my existing projects, and then I have our new project that we added demo. So I'll select the demo. It says it needs to download the project files. So now it's going to download the project files, and this doesn't take very long. If you got really good internet speeds, it goes really quick. So but while it's doing this, let's talk about you notice that I have projects in the cloud. These are projects that haven't actually been uploaded to my iPad right now. These projects here are on my iPad, and we can go in here and take a look at some of these. You can see I've got site drawings, and if you notice there's a number 2 under the sheets, or there may be a number 3, or maybe no number. These are the versions. I've got 2 versions of these sheets in here. So if I go to this drawing, this is the new latest version. You can see I've put some dimensions on here for the parking lot. But I can also, if I swipe up, this goes to my older version. And if you notice down here, it's telling me not the current version. So this is not the latest and greatest version. So you need to remember that when you're looking at these. Make sure that you're on the current version. So if I swipe back down, now I'm on the newer version. Now, like I said in the first tutorial, when you update a sheet, it overlays it over top of the existing, so that now you have a new version and an old version. Now I can use these bars to scroll left and right to the different pages, or I can just swipe it left and right. That's usually the way I do it. Pinch to zoom, same as it always is. And same thing here. I zoom all the way out, swipe up, now I'm on an older version. And swipe back down, I'm on a newer version. So that's just some of the things that you can see is going on. So let's go back to our projects. Let's see, okay, our demo has uploaded. So now here we are. We're into our demo tutorial sheet, and you notice I only have one sheet, so you would have multiple sheets in here. And let's go to that sheet. Notice you have the toolbar, just like it had on the desktop version, and you have all your icons that you can use. And what we'll do is we'll go over the basics here, and I'll just talk to you about what everything does here. But I wanted to show you this filing cabinet. This is where your attachments are saved. So we uploaded one attachment. So we'll go in here. That's the wrong one. We'll go in here to attachments, and boom, there's our whole book of shop drawings on fixtures. Now, if you're like me and you have 25 and 30 of these, now you've got a stack of books on your desk. You've got to thumb through every one. This just makes it so much easier to keep with you. And all you do is tap it. Now, on these attachments, we'll get into this later, you can make annotations. You can search throughout the attachment. Let's say you want to do sinks, confirm fit, sinks, and it does a search for you, takes you to that page, and shows you where sinks. So if you're having a hard time finding some things, they are searchable documents. You can also go here and then give you a layout. This is the grid view, and you go back to the page view. So let's go back to the attachments page, and you notice that this is under the specs folder. So we'll go done, and here's where this is handy. Let's say I'm looking in here. Okay, I'm in this bathroom. I need to know about these sinks. Well, I can go up here and hit attachments, go to attachments, and dig into sinks. It's a whole lot of buttons to use. Or I can go to this hyperlink button. I can take a circle. I can drag the circle around the sinks, and I'm going to assign this to an attachment specs. So now I've got a hyperlink created to this page, to this document, and there's a hyperlink. So now I want to, there's some syncs. I want to go to that. I can go straight to this page. It's a whole lot quicker. Nice shortcut into the spec sheets or the shop drawings. You can do this for any attachment you make. We can edit it. We can go in here and just remove it. We can also change the colors. You know, if you want your hyperlinks to be different color than red, which I normally do, you can change it to any color you want. So let's start up here. Now, if we go to time, what this is your recently viewed item. So if you've looked at previous pages, this is going to show you a list of per date things that you've viewed and your latest updates that you've put in here. It'll show you all the sheets that you've updated and uploaded since you've started. So when we upload another sheet, this page that we have now will be listed here as a recently viewed. And we go here. These are layers. What layers does is you can remove hyperlinks. If you've got a whole lot of stuff on here and it's cluttered with markups, you can go in here to layers and turn those off and go right back to your regular sheet view. Turn on what you need. Just kind of cleans up, helps filter out some things. So if you've got a lot of things labeled in here, you can turn them on and off here. This view, you can it's kind of a customization bar. You can enter full screen there and just tap to bring it back. Well, I said that and having trouble getting it back. There we go. We just pinch and squeeze, brings everything back for you. Double tap to zoom. I'm not sure how to get it back. Oh, here's the eyeball. There it is. Okay, so it's hiding under the eyeball. Just some customization things. If you want to change the background, which is this part over here, you can change that to a blue or a gray or a blueprint, which I like that pretty well. Just different things you can change it to. Construction, danger, let's just keep that. And annotation bar. Okay, that is your menu bar on the side. That's what I call the menu bar. It's annotation bar, helps you make markups on the drawing. Mini map, turn that on and off, which will show you if you've zoomed in. So let's get off of this and zoom in now. Shows your mini map here. Shows you where you're at. Now this is also for ease of if you want to move to a quick location. Let's say you're looking right here and you want to see what the keynotes are for that area. Come back up here. So that's your mini map, and you can turn that on and off here. And your navigation, which are the two bars at the bottom, you can turn that on and off. I usually keep it off because I swipe left and right anyway. So that's your view button. Tags. This is if you want to tag certain things for quick reference and for making notes for other people to see. I don't use this very often. Just is not as handy for me as it should be. But it's just something you can use, another extra tool for you. Now we'll go into the attachments drawer. This is a filing cabinet. This is where all your info is stored. You've got attachments. You've got issue log, which will be your list of punch list items. You have comments. Your history shows the versions of the sheets. This will tell you what version of sheets you're currently running. Any that have been previously loaded will give you the full version list of versions that you have. Same thing here. Just another view of it. And snapshots. If you took snapshots of pictures and things on the job site, it'll show you those. So very handy tool here. And the other button would be your share button. Now this is if you want to take a snapshot of this current view, this is what you would do. And what these are is these are to mail out. If you want to, let's go out of this for a second. I want to send a picture of this, and I want to note that there's something wrong with this cabinet. Now notice that the annotations are customizable. You can move them around. And I want to put some text on here and say something. I don't know where it's at. There we go. Okay. Something's right. A question, and we can put a box around it. You can size it, big, little, small, smaller. Done. I can select it, and I can move it down here where it can be seen. I can shrink it up a little bit, and then I can take an arrow and draw from here to there. Okay, so I want to send this to the architect. So what I'll do is, instead of sending him this whole page and him having to go in there and see this, it may be just quicker for me to get an answer if I go in here and say, I want you to view this. Okay, you can save it in your snapshots, which is what the label was back there. I can open it in another app, or I can email this to an architect, and this is the view it will send him. Okay, and you can make your notes and different things on here. Now, if I want to leave it like this and I want to send him the full size PDF, I do this and it'll send him the full page with this note so that he can zoom in and everything. What this does is when you do snapshot, it kind of converts this image into a JPEG or a PNG. When you go to full size, it leaves it as a PDF. So it's pretty much a preference thing. And also, PDF with snapshot and photos, you can send the packet, and this will have any photos you have attached to this will be sent with this detail and issue log. So it's pretty handy now. If we go here, we can get rid of all this, remove, boom. So now we got a nice clean drawing again. But that's just some of the things you can do. This is a rundown of what you've got going on within your program, within your project, so you can adjust this when you have multiple drawings. The grid size is pretty important, and I can show you on another. Let's go here. If I go to grid size, notice they get bigger. This is just for easy to be able to find your drawings easier. You can see a little more detail what you've got. Notice that it says sheet 1. This refers to the same label that you have marked when you initially uploaded it onto the website. Just some different things. Here's all your attachments and everything again. And then search is still the same feature. You can go search for items in a page and that sort of thing. So there you have it. That's part 2 of opening projects and working with the buttons. We'll get into the menu bar over here on the next tutorial. I'll show you what each thing on there does, and we'll get a quick review of that and show you how easy things are to manipulate within the program.